One day, I saw that. I was wondering how close to these pro FPV drone pilots I could get in less than a week. They are doing crazy moves and epic shots that requires an insane skill. Lots of hours of training and a lot of drone crashes. And I didn't have all that. But what if instead I trained in a drone simulator? How much faster can I train since I can crash again and again with no consequences and have unlimited flight time? I'm sure I'm gonna learn that much faster. A friend told me about TRYP FPV and that sim looked so realistic, so I bought it and I started training. And here is my first try. The first thing I had to do, stabilizing the drone. This should be easy. Okay, not so much. But I managed to do that. And now let's have some fun and see how I do in a free flight. Apparently I was doing pretty well for a first flight, according to my friend who just tried it himself. It wasn't bad for a start, but I was surprised how hard it was to control the drone. Every slight movement of my fingers was making the drone fly faster than light. It seemed like I would take months to learn how to control this drone precisely. Okay, let's move on from this and finish the first tutorial. And yeah, that was as hard as it looked. I want you to remember that part until the end of the video. After that, I decided to go to the free flight map and try to get a hang of the controls and really understand how to fly. Okay. 30 minutes in, I was starting to get a bit better controlling the drone movement, and I started to give myself some little challenges. So I tried following a guy jumping off a cliff with a wingsuit. Then going to the desert and doing a challenge that was supposed to be an easy one. And it wasn't. In fact, the first time I tried it, I decided to come back later because it seemed so hard at the moment. And let's not even talk about this part. If that was supposed to be easy challenges, I wonder how hard the other ones will be. I sure had a lot to learn. But this was just the beginning, and I knew I would train non-stop until I get good at it. I was already addicted to it. My friend told me there was speed challenges where you need to go as fast as possible through these yellow rings. Yeah, that was fast. And I can tell you, I was glad I was using a simulator for it, because this would have cost me thousands of dollars in drone crashes. This was impossible, it seemed. I mean, I struggled to get a 14-second run at first, and the best middle was under 6 seconds, so I was really far from even getting close to it. But after 30 minutes, I had an idea. Why not directly align my drone to the first ring and go full speed? And then I got this run.
Yes, guys!
What?
And this one.
Yes, guys!
And this one.
Let's go! Let's go!
And yeah, this one again and again.
Let's go!
This was my first big win, and here I was hooked. I knew I would be able to get really good at it if I just keep training. After this speed challenge, I understood how to control the drone easily at full speed. Not precisely, but it was already a huge improvement. Every different challenges was helping me to understand something different. And at this point, I was already able to fly the drone looking like I kinda know what I'm doing. And it was starting to look cool. I then went on and tried to track a rally car for the first time. This was looking badass. I mean, the game looks almost like real life and I could already have pretty good looking clips. But in order to get insane pro looking videos, I still had to improve a lot, of course. Let me remind you, at this point, I only trained for one day, around 6 hours. The simulator had other maps, so I tried them and I filmed some epic shots. Like following a plane, a car in the desert, or a beautiful oasis. And why not even going down pyramids? It almost felt like I was doing it for real. Don't you think it's so epic? For a split second, it feels like pure freedom. Okay, now let's speed up my training. And now I could do crazy moves like this. Or this. Or that. Or this. And why not going under cars? Even if I would have crashed here in real life. At this point, I finally managed to get this challenge, which was supposed to be an easy one. And after that, as always I guess, I hacked the game. I found that if when starting you exactly align the drone to where you want to go, you can do this.
Oh, let's go!
And as you can see, that wasn't luck.
Let's go!
And after getting really skilled in free flight mode, I was starting to be precise, fast, really good at moving around, and making nice looking turns in any directions. I then found out about the slow-mo option and tried following a car. It was already looking way better, but I wanted to be really good at filming in real time. And by the way, I was also getting good at this, but I needed to do something amazing, not just good. So I trained and trained and trained again and again. And finally, I decided that I felt good enough to go on the hardest challenges in the game and try to get them all. And that was only after 3 days of training. Yeah, I mean, I was practicing all day long for 3 days. That wasn't hard because I was really addicted to it. Here in this castle, I had to go down this tight spot where the drone don't even fit. And then, once I did it once, it wasn't finished. I had to do it a second time in a row. And I did it. This was looking so hard, but I could now do it many times in a row without hitting anything. I also did a lot of other hard challenges, but I don't want the video to be too long, so here are some fast cutscenes of my successes in hard challenges.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Allez!
GG.
By the way, do you remember this part from the beginning?
Mais un truc, c'est que tu tombes.
Let's go!
But after all this, there was one remaining challenge. One really hard challenge. At first, this was the one looking the easiest, but it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It was way harder than I could imagine. Because I had to complete it in less than 18 seconds. Go really fast through tight spots, doors, and even under stairs while turning and keeping the speed. Then finishing through two very small windows. And I started this one at 2 AM. Because my confidence was so high, thinking I would finish it in 20 minutes and go to sleep. But in fact, I had to do it again and again and again and again and again and again for 4 hours until I got this run.
Attention, double porte, ralentir. Voilà. Au fond.
Let's go!
Oh yes! GG.
Oh, j'ai I would die!
I could finally go to sleep. And now, after 30 hours of training, the question remains: can I recreate pro FPV drone videos? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that right now.
I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me. No matter what, add it up. Told it if it's on me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Harder now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car, take it tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. Only crown me, I put the ladders up. Now I'm full.
Go watch this video next, where I'll be learning another skill.